I got this in the mail. It's a commitment to play for keeps. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna send him a letter to find out. Okay, so it's like October 2nd, and we're in the month of Halloween, so happy Halloween month, everybody. So I guess that gives me, permission to delve even deeper into obscure horror movies. And I've had this movie for years, and I finally watched it all. I knew it was good. I didn't know it was this good, but I finally finished watching Skinned Deep. And oh God, hold on one second. Back. Oh, it didn't take that long. So I had to write this down. Okay, Skin Deep. It's from 2004, directed by Gabe Bartalos. And if you don't know the name right offhand, I just kind of, because I read Fangoria. That's why he worked. He was a special effects makeup artist. And he didn't do the effects for like all these movies, but he worked on some. Probably did more, less on others, but he's worked on Basket Case 3, The Guyver, Darkman, Gremlins 2, Dolls, From Beyond, the 80s one. He worked on Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. He worked on Jason Lives, Friday the 13th Part 6. He's been an actor. He was an actor in Day of the Dead. It says like a camouflage zombie. I don't really remember. I mean, I know that movie back and forth, but maybe it was one of the soldiers. I remember seeing a soldier come down the elevator. He was a muckman in Spookies. I have Spookies. Oh my God. I have Spookies on VHS. I gotta watch it again. He's a muckman. He was an extra in the Deadly Spawn. And he's in Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie. So he's just like a horror icon. And Skin Deep was a Fangoria Gore Zone release. So, I mean, it's gotta be good if it has a Fangoria stamp of approval. But I watched it and I loved it. It's not only a good like gore movie, but it's just a weird ass movie. It's so weird. It borders on like David Lynch, Cronenberg, Alejandro Jodorowsky bizarreness at times. I think a lot of people I was reading some reviews and it just kind of actually made me mad because it's such a good movie, and people say it's just a ripoff of Texas Chainsaw Massacre and The Hills Have Eyes, which I can see, like, because it's a family's on vacation. They get like their car runs over some chains with spikes on it. So like they trap him there, and the father goes to this house, and there's an old lady, and she invites him, and right away, like, she asks him to eat, and they sit down, and she introduces. I guess they are her sons, but I didn't really see it that way because they're so different. And this movie has Warwick Davis. He plays a character called Plates, and it has this other killer. He looks so cool. Like, it could be a movie just about him called the Surgeon General, or is it the General Surgeon? I can't remember. It's either one of those. But he looks cool. Like I don't know. I guess it's his face. He's got like steel trap jaws. He's got like circuitry in the back of his head. It looks like he wears a trench coat and he has a cool knife and a black shirt. He looks really cool. They could have made a whole series of movies about him. That would have been cool. And there's a third brother called Brain, who's just got a big exposed brain. I don't want to tell it all, but then, there's stuff that happens with the family. And then a group of like elderly bikers show up. Um, Actually, Warwick Davis is awesome in this. He's so weird. I think he's got like some makeup on and maybe in his hair too. And he has a white outfit. And he has like a backpack, and like plate shootout, and he grabs them and throws them and he sharpens them. It's just so weird. And then there's a part like the movie is from 2004, but it looks like if you said it was from 94 or maybe even like 89, I might believe it. I don't know what they filmed it with, but I really like the way it looks. The audio, I guess, what did they dub? It almost seems like the dialogue is dubbed, but that just adds another layer of weirdness. There's stuff, and it's kind of low too. Like, I think when I first saw it, I didn't hear any of, or I barely heard any of Warwick's dialogue. I thought he just like grunted mostly, but he said some cool stuff. Like there's a dead body, and he's like telling somebody, he's like, look at him, touch him. And then when he's like has a showdown with these old people, I thought he sent them together, but he's like foolish senior. And then later he tells those old people all this weird stuff, and then he's like, do you remember when you were young? Oh, it's just so weird. He's like berating these old people, like how old and useless they are. The gore is good because it's Gabe Bartalos, but that's not even like, after a while, I mean, I think there could have been more. I always think there could be more gore, but after a while, this movie's just great. It's just so outlandish and weird. It's actually it kind of reinvigorated my love for movies, so I'm like going through my movies. I have so many movies I haven't seen. I was like, well, maybe this one's good, maybe that'll be cool. And it's because of Skin Deep, and I really liked it. And on Amazon, it's like $1.99. You know, like $3 or $4 shipping in hand. It's totally worth to add. Like if you love like Dusk Till Dawn, Day of the Dead, Brain Damage, Brain Dead, Evil Dead, like weird cannibal movies. It fits in every genre of like subgenre of horror, and it's just so fitting that I finally saw it at the beginning of the month of October. So now I have the rest of the month to delve into movies that I haven't seen. So I implore you, if you haven't heard of it or seen it, look for Skin Deep. And Gabe Bartalos made another movie called Saint Bernard, and I saw the trailer. That looks even weirder, and it has Warwick Davis in it too. He's like Gabe Bartalos he's like Scorsese has De Niro. The Coen brothers have John Buscemi. I don't know who else, but and he's only made 2 movies since he made Skin Deep. But he should make more. He should be pumping out movies all the time. I think he's a really good director and writer. He's just an artist, I guess. But man, this went on a lot longer than I thought it was gonna go. I wanted to make this one quick, but Skinned Deep is a great movie, and you should check it out. And I'm gonna go through my movies, and I got more reviews and more music reviews coming. And I shouldn't say this, but my Facebook friend Tom Kemp, I want this to happen. He has like a burned copy of Winter Beast, and I asked on Facebook, does anyone have this movie? And he said he did, and I asked him if he could make a copy for me. So I hope he can make me a copy of Winter Beast, and I want to review that before Halloween. I've seen it on YouTube, here on YouTube, but I want a physical copy, and I can make a VHS and make a tape of it